everything, all the decals on the floor, knowing what tonight was going to be, it was just, an emotional game, for all of us. Obviously, we want to do our best to make them proud. And I think the first game was going to be emotional for us regardless. But, it was just an emotional day, just knowing coming in that, someday we're going to, face this night and play. And for me, it was just trying to play as hard as I can and just knowing, that's what he would want me to do. And try my best and to make him proud.
LeBron, to your right. Obviously, there's a lot of attention on you all the time, but especially so in moments like these. How difficult is it to deal with this on a personal level, but then also in some ways have to be the public face of it?
When you have a great support system, being able to deal with situations like this, which you would never want, not only for myself or for my family and my friends, but when you got that support system, it helps out a lot. It helps out tremendously. And, that's the biggest thing that I have in my life is I have my family and my friends and my support system that I know I'm not, doing it on my own. I don't have to face, this challenge on my own, and so that helps, helps out a lot.
LeBron, your pregame speech today really seemed to resonate. I was wondering, what was the moment when you decided that you wanted to speak from the heart?
Pretty much when I went up there, I knew I wanted to make sure I acknowledged all the lives that was lost Sunday morning, and I didn't want to mess that up. So, I looked at all the names on the paper, was able to go through that. But when I kind of looked at the note cards that I kind of had, or was kind of being assisted on, and some of them was, what I wanted to talk about. But I just decided that it's for me personally. Just letting the words just flow right from the heart. And whatever comes out, know that they're pure, and know it's all truth to it. So it just happened in the spur of the moment.
Both of you guys were really close to Kobe. Can you talk about just emotionally what this week has been like for you guys?
Like I said, it was an emotional night. Me being an 18-year-old kid and going to the Olympics with, Bron and Kobe, 19, I'm sorry, and, Kobe and Bron was the first two guys to take me under that wing, and just showed me the ropes in the league. Never went to summer league, never had a day, where I played an NBA game yet, and, Kobe and Bryant, in Vegas, showed me, how to work, how to be a professional, and it's something I will always cherish, and, I was able to learn a lot, from him, and kind of just, go through my career and trying to, go through them lessons he taught me. So, it's emotional. It's tough. The entire memorial before the game was tough for me to see. And then just to hear his voice and just, have to come to the realization that, that he's gone. So it was tough for me, but like I say, basketball is kind of like my stress reliever. And, they're able to get on the court with these guys who I know got my back. And through this entire week, just being around the guys helped me out a lot.
For both of you guys on the aisle, Anthony and LeBron, basketball's been part of your entire lives, and most of your lives. Kobe's been a basketball figure. I wonder if you guys could talk about kind of, was it almost tapping into that childhood sense that you guys have of wearing like the Kobe costume? You guys had the sneakers on, the double wide wristbands. I think LeBron, you even wore like the oversized jersey like he used to wear. Can you just tell me what went into that idea?
I guess basically showing our appreciation for what he did for us growing up. So me wearing the oversized jersey, me wearing the wristband, me wearing the finger sleeve, me wearing his shoes, just showing the appreciation and the love that he gave us way before he knew us. And then when we got an opportunity to actually, be competitors, and then become brothers. So that's what it was pretty much all about.
There's been a lot of discussion last week about the NBA logo. Where do you guys stand on, right over here, where do you think about Kobe being the new NBA logo?
I haven't been up to speed about that, so it's kind of hard for me to answer that. I haven't been on social media or nothing all week. Pretty much kind of just trying to stay away from it, because every time I seen his face or seen his name, it just brought more emotion. So I'm not up to speed to that, so I can't answer that. But I think I speak for the both of us.
For both LeBron and Anthony, if you guys have gone through this week, what have been the memories of Kobe that have been sticking with you the most?
For me, it's like I said, the memory that I always, have is my time with him in the Olympics. The first time I met him, and I never forget, we were playing Nigeria, and I probably remember, I think we were winning by like 60 or something like that, and I finally got my chance to go in the game. And I was just so happy to be around all these guys, all these future Hall of Famers, and I forgot to put my jersey on for the game. And so when Coach K called me to get in the game, I'm going up to the table and I'm about to take my warm-up shirt off, and I look down and it's just a white T-shirt underneath. And so I kind of creep back to the bench, and Coach K asked me, "What are you doing?" And I kind of whispered to him, because I didn't want these guys to hear me. I forgot my jersey, and I go sit down. And Kobe got on me, like, I can't say what he said, but basically like, why you not going to the game? This your chance. And I was like, I don't got my jersey on. And it's a picture where he's like kind of looking into my warm up, and he said some more things after that. And I was like, so now before every game, I kind of just check to make sure I got my jersey on to this day. And so, he told me how to get dressed for a game, basically.
Last two questions. Hey, question for LeBron. LeBron, for as long as you've known Kobe, right here in the middle, for as long as you've known Kobe, what would you say is the best piece of advice he's given you, whether it was basketball related or not?
The best piece of advice he ever gave me? It's just hard. It's hard for me to just, pick one piece of advice, to be honest. I've been knowing Kobe. I met him when I was 15 years old for the first time. We've been competing versus each other since 2003. One of my dreams come true was to be on a Redeem team. Him accept the invitation to be a part of the Olympic team in 08. And those was the 37 or 42 days that we just spent. So many gems watching him from afar. I mean, you can see a lot of the clips from a lot of our practices when me and Kobe are kind of leading the gang and leading the troops, and you can tell both of us are like seeing which one is the alpha dog at the point in time, and, but at the same time, got so much mutual respect and so much drip, so much drive that I just kind of watched and see what he was able to do, why he was great, why he was successful in this league, and the reasons why he was one of the best players in the world, year after year after year. So, I can't. It would be impossible for me to say what's the one piece of advice that, because there's just so many, even directly or indirectly.
Last question.
LeBron, how would you describe the challenge of the emotion of tonight?
How would I describe the emotion? I mean, I think everybody was emotional tonight. me personally, I mean, we all have our individual reasons why emotion hits us, and then we all have this brotherhood and this family, being a part of this Laker organization, which also automatically brings in even more emotion. It's just, for me, like I was telling my wife a couple of days ago, I was like, seeing Kobe play the game of basketball for 20 years for the Lakers, since he was 18 to 38. And I was like, what's crazy? She was like, what? I was like, these last 3 years, out of all the success he had, 5 rings, multiple MVPs, an all-star game MVP of his league, first team, everything, all life, all world, all basketball. It felt like these last 3 years was the happiest I ever seen him. I think we all can say that. It's like the happiest I've ever seen him. Being able to just be with his daughters, be with his family, just, because when we play in this game of basketball, we give so much to it. And this is my 17th year, so I know we give so much to it where, unfortunately, your family, comes to the wayside at times. Because when you want to be great at something, and you want to be the best at something, you become so driven that you won't let nothing stand in the way of it. Not even your own family sometimes. And we get compared all the time to greatness. We get compared all the time to greatness. And that makes us even more driven and even more shadowed away from our own family. So that's the difficult part that we deal with as professional athletes, and when you want to be great. And to see him these last 3 years just being, all y'all see a girl dad. Now it's a new hashtag. I'm a girl dad. My brother right here is a girl dad. I don't know how many of y'all have girls in y'all home, or if y'all got sisters. You quite understand that. But it just puts everything in perspective of, yes, it's a beautiful game. It's taken us all over the world. It's given us so many things that we can never, ever complain about, or never, ever be in another position where we can accomplish as all of us. From you guys writing these stories to us playing the game, y'all covering it all over the world, multiple outlets. But at the end of the day, when y'all punch y'all clocks and we punch our clocks and we're either done for the day or done doing what we're doing, just make sure you just like hug out of your family. If you got kids, tell your kids you love them. Try to make it to as much as you can, and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad if you happen to go to one of your loved ones, go to one of your loved ones' events or something like that. Sacrifice your job. Because I didn't feel bad in Boston when I went to go see my son 2 hours away in Springfield, and we had a game that night, and we got our ass kicked. But I didn't feel bad at all. So, yeah, that took a twist. But in the name of Kobe, why not?